out breath, and Sati is being very, very easy. And he has been 2 hours. Pratakala Dhyana is always very precious. So with his Sarangi's music, we will be enjoying the thought-free mind for next 2 hours. And we have Vidwan Sumit Naik on tabla, who is an experienced musician and been in this music field since 20 years. And we have Vidwan Bhargav Kulkarni on Tanpura, and he's been into the musical journey from 12 years. So with the support of these three wonderful musicians, we will be enjoying our meditation. Meditation is very, very easy and simple. We will be doing Ana Pana Sati Dhyan. Ana means in breath, Apana means out breath, and Sati is being with that. For the next 2 hours, let us all close our eyes. Whoever is wearing spectacles, please do remove it. Cross your feet. Clasp your hands one into the other. Close your eyes and be with your breath. Your normal and natural breath, my dear friends. No need to chant any mantra, nor visualize any God form. Our breath is our Guru. Let us all be with the breath and enjoy the music.
Can you increase the monitors little?
You may slowly remove your hands and place it on your eyes for 5 seconds. And then gently open your eyes. Let's give a huge round of applause for this mesmerizing Sarangi music. We were all in the bliss. Thank you, sir. I request Rajan sir, trustee of Pyramid Valley International, to join us on the stage to felicitate our musicians. And let us also listen from our music master about this instrument and how meditation and music can go together.
Namaskar. Good morning to everyone. I hope you all liked it. The first rag which I presented it was Basant Mukhari, and the second was Miyaki Todi. Uh, Music itself, it's a meditation. So it is connected to your soul, and music is everything for me. So whenever I want to meditate, I do music. So I think music can uh, relate to you from many ways, and it heals you actually, and you can just uh, you can keep your mind, apart from all your everyday life and all the stress from your everyday life. So if you just go and sit and listen to some music, uh, you can really make yourself, you can put yourself into a different world. So, and I'm very thankful to Pyramid Valley International and Ganesh ji and to everyone for hosting us today. And I feel very blessed to be performing in front of you. I hope this will happen again and again, and I'll be very happy to be here because we perform at many stages, but the audience, they really, I don't know what they're, whether they are enjoying or not, what they're doing really, because it's a huge auditorium and there is no light and it's completely dark, so we are not able to see the audience also. So today I was very happy that everyone was closing eyes and enjoying music, and thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Sarfaraaz. Our caption for this event is Music Meets Meditation. And there is complete justice that music is meeting meditation, and everyone will enjoying your music being in that meditative state. Thank you, sir. Dear friends, we listen to our music master. Let us listen to Brahmarshi Patriji about his musical journey.
I entered music first in my life. I was a student of music. I am a student of music. I'll be a student of music forever. My student life and my music life started together. I learned Carnatic music under the great Guru T.S. Chandrasekharan. From then on, I've been practicing flute meditation. Then, when I went to Kannur, I went to the great master of Carnatic music, the only one Dr. Sripada Pinakapani. From him, I have learned the higher things of Carnatic music. During that time, I entered into meditation. Meditation pulled me. When meditation came to me, my music was silent. Many years were there when music was not there, when only meditation was there. After that, slowly, meditation with music began. I started singing something, I started playing something, and I was inquiring whether my music would help the musicians, meditators, or not. Out of 10, 9 people said, "Sir, your music has helped us." Only 1% have said that music disturbed us. So, since then, slowly, one after another, in all major operations, music began to creep into meditation. So much so that now, today, we see huge concerts, music concerts, plus meditation concerts everywhere. We can't imagine music and meditation separately. Music has become an integral part of meditation, of the purpose of life. So, we have become the example for the world how music and meditation can combine.
So, friends, that is how music meditation started in Pyramid Spiritual Society's movement. So, these are called pearls of wisdom. We have many such Patriji's short videos, wisdom videos in Pyramid Valley YouTube channel. So, you can please go through the channel and you can learn lot of spiritual concepts from the founding master, Brahmarshi Pitamaha Patriji. Let us thank him with a huge round of applause for making everything happen. I also request Swarnamala madam to join us on the dais to felicitate our musicians.
So thank you, Shalini. In fact, we should thank Brahmarshi Pitamaha Patriji for having created such a platform for music too, along with so many other programs which we have in our under our movement, the PSSM movement. So we have been doing wonderful work. Thank you, Patriji, for overseeing from there what all work we are doing, and he is continuously supporting us in all our ventures. So as Pandit Sarfaraaz Khan said, music and meditation go very well. And in fact, I would like to quote Hazrat Inayat Khan, because Patriji was in one lifetime Hazrat Inayat Khan. This is just an information I would like to share. And in one of his books, Hazrat Inayat Khan has said, there is nothing which is more apt, which can combine very well with meditation than music, because there are 64 types of art, and one of the best art is the art of music, which goes well with meditation. And there is so much synchrony, the synchronicity that you have when you have music along with meditation is wonderful, and it complies with what the law of universe states. So there is so much synchrony and harmony too when music and meditation gel together. So today, thank you, sir, for the wonderful performance that you had rendered today, and we really enjoyed, and we went deep into altered states of consciousness so very easily because of this today's performance. Thank you.
Thank you, Rajan sir. Music. We had Pandit Sarfaraaz Khan on Sarangi, Vidwan Sumit Naik on tabla, and Vidwan Bhargav Kulkarni on tanpura. PSSM, Pyramid Spiritual Societies movement, emphasizes mainly on three principles: meditation, Swadhyaya, and Sajjana Sangatya. We have been doing meditation, and Swadhyaya means reading right spiritual books. So that is what we give all the musicians. So this is a book called Meditation is Very, Very Easy, and Be a Master, the book written by Patriji himself in the early times where the PSSM started. So all these books are available in the book space underneath the pyramid. So I request everyone to meditate inside the Maitreya Buddha pyramid, experience the pyramid energies, and also pick spiritual books before you leave. In that way, we have a book release now. We all have been meditating, and many have been experiencing a lot of different things during meditation, and many have been experiencing miracles during meditation. So let us know about what happens in meditation, what are the miracles, and we will be having a book release now. I request Chandra sir, who is the founding trustee of Pyramid Valley International and founder of Buddha Seva Quantum Foundation. I also request Karthikeyan sir, Padma Shri Karthikeyan sir, a chief advisor of Pyramid Spiritual Societies movement, and SK Guy sir, chairman of Sterling Publications. From Sterling Publications, we have done a book called Patriji Answers. We have Enlightenment Hour. We used to have it every Tuesday morning, and all the wisdom from that interviews in the form of questions and answers have been published as a book called Patriji Answers. So don't forget to pick that book. I also request Sai Krupa Sagar, Managing Trustee of Pyramid Valley International, to join us on the dais. I also request Professor Jagdish Ji, Chief Editor of this book, to join us on this occasion.
Happy morning, dear friends. Patriji said he read 100,000 books on one occasion. And he himself said how he will read it. He can read, and he read 10 books plus in 2-3 hours because he scans. This unlimited knowledge that we gain through these books. And so Buddha Seva Quantum Foundation, which is a baby in PSS movement, it's a 2-year-old baby in the 43 journey of Patriji. Like many organizations which want focus towards a specific subject, they start smaller entities to get the focus, to bring all the literature, everything required. And so Buddha Seva Quantum Foundation was formed with Patriji's guidance and blessings, and including the name that is given during the lockdown, during the COVID time frame in 2020, to focus towards corporates, organizations, governmental bodies, to bring more scientific, more relevant aspect for them in a way they can consume it. And if corporates turn to meditation and spirituality, then they'd move from CSR, corporate spiritual social responsibility, to CSSR, we coin corporate socio-spiritual responsibility. And so with that aim that we formed Buddha Seva Quantum Foundation as an entity which is primarily front-facing with a group of organizational business leaders, primarily been driving a lot of that work in the last 2 years. And then firstly, very, very grateful to Patriji for everything that is done in helping us start this journey. And I've been associated with him for the last, now since 1999, and having worked with Sir for so much in the literature. I've seen how much he cared for it. Sometimes he went for 50 revisions before he could say, okay, this is ready for print. And so, having gotten so much training through him, I was so fortunate to be now working on Buddha Seva Quantum Foundation. And then one of the primary goals is to bring out this literature, scientific literature, into the media, into the corporates. So we already have a Buddha Seva magazine, which we've been releasing now, a corporate magazine that we all can nicely give. And here is now a book that we are releasing. Before that, Buddha Seva Quantum Foundation, this baby has been nurtured so much by Padma Shri Karthikeyan sir as our chief mentor, advisor in many, many, many ways. Every step of the way from day one, because of his inspiration, that we formed the entity automatically. And then we've been able to do so much work through his introductions to many, many corporates. So there's no amount of gratitude to him that we can give, because I feel truly that Karthikeyan sir is the foundation in many, many ways, along with Dr. S.V.B. sir, S.V. Balasubramaniam, and Dr. Ramani sir, who is the founder of Shankaraya Hospitals, Dr. S.V.B. sir, founder of Panari Amman Group of Companies. Three of them have been guiding in many ways in driving this into the corporates. And so, dear friends, here we are with our first book. Our goal, second book, let me put that way. Our goal is to bring out Patriji's English literature on one side, and then bring out several scientific corporate literature very relevant to the corporates about resilience, about peak performance, about growth mindset. So all the corporate language that they would like to hear, but meditation is giving everything. Mindfulness, meditation leads to mindfulness. And so these books that we bring out are more corporate centric, more government centric, that backed with science research. So there is no question about, oh, this is something that, just blind belief and follow. Not at all. That's been the Patriji's mindset from the beginning. One of the reasons why I got personally attracted into this movement and many others is that everything is very, very scientific here. Scientific temperament is there in every from day one. And there is no guru shishya concept. Everyone is a master to learn from the other masters. That's what Patriji has been exemplified it significantly. So I request Jagdish sir to, before I request Karthikeyan sir.
Greetings, everyone. To me, this is a pretty festive occasion, not because of the musical meditation, but because what's exactly happening, which is a very pleasant experience for me. You see, to my mind, regarding meditation, there are three kinds of people. Some who are confirmed meditators and who use it regularly. Some who know about meditation, they approve of it, but yes, that's okay, fine, not for me. Then there are these totally skeptics who think meditation is, they may not even say it is false or anything like, but they just don't care about it. When I started meditating along with Buddha CEO Foundation, I had the opportunity of listening to several people sharing their experience as a result of meditation. And then it struck me, hey, why can't this be known to people, others, which will probably help these skeptics know what this is all about? When this idea struck to me, I just talked to Mr. Chandra sir here, who immediately took up on this idea. I said, yeah, it's a good idea to take up these experiences, put them together, and let more people know about it. And that's how this journey started. It's quite some time, and there's been a huge army of volunteers who took all efforts, and all those people who consented to share their experience. It has come up with a long way because of what all the other people, chiefly I think there's Arvind who did all the work at the last moment. All he would is call me and ask me, I just correct grammar. That's all I did. I just began it. And of course, Mr. Chandra sir and all the other people in Buddha's Yo, Mr. Gai Sahab who took it up so many times, back and forth. He has to keep coming up and now on this editor. I'm extremely happy today and extremely grateful to the whole world for having this opportunity. Wish you all the best. Thank you very much.
So we'll first, so we will release the book and then we'll take your messages from the book. So I request while we're releasing the book, some of the members of the Buddhas who contributed to the book as co-authors, who have their experience, please come onto the stage. And Arvind, of course, you come on. Arvind, you're there. Anyone who has their experiences in the book, Natarajan, you have your experiences there. Jagan, whoever is there here, please come onto the stage. And Rajan sir to come on the stage. To Jamani Ramesh and Sunita Madam, please give some books, sir. Yes. Madam, please come. Sandhya Madam, please come. Mr. Chandrasekhar is there? Madam, please come. Chandrasekhar is there. Anybody else? Please come for another 5 copies at least. Yeah. Can you play the video of Patriji in the meanwhile?
Organization has a CEO, the Chief Executive Officer. So, how should we manage any organization? How should we help an organization, a family, a community, a group? The leadership should be there. Yatha Raja Tata Praja. As the head, Raja is the head of the kingdom. He is the CEO of the whole kingdom. As the king, as the CEO is, so will be the all the other members of the community, members of the organization. And that king, that CEO, how should he be? Who is the right CEO? Who can be a right CEO? Only a Buddha. Only an enlightened person who knows everything about everything. Who is a Buddha? A Buddha is a person who knows everything about everything. So such a person who knows everything about everything should become the CEO of any family, any community, any organization, any business, any corporate, any nation. If you don't know everything about everything, how can you manage? You can't manage. When you can't manage properly, what happens? You mismanage. When you mismanage, what happens? Everything gets spoiled. So management is a left-hand job for a Buddha, any Buddha. Every organization has a CEO.
Ananthi madam, please come. Yes, sir. May request now Karthikeyan sir to give his message on the book. And she's been an initial member for this.
Stand. Whatever you okay. Hello. Can you hear me? Yes. Namaste, namaskaram, namaskaram andi. Good morning. Vanakkam, of course. My thoughts go to the days when we used to share the platform with Brahmarishi Patriji, with thousands of people around. Whether it's sun or rain, people were there sitting, enjoying. Okay, let me tell you where I met Patriji, because people have been asking. About 30 years back, maybe much long before then, you met him. Oh, I'm telling you. Hmm? Okay. Yes, yes. It was, Reverend Alex Orbito, the famous psychic surgeon, a friend of mine, whom I met him in Europe first, then, of course, in Philippines. Then we invited him. He came to India. He is a great devotee of Satya Sai Baba. So for that he came. And then we came to Hyderabad also. So that Satya Sai in Yangamagam, that hall, beautiful auditorium. I go with Reverend Alex Arbito and some others, I forget them. We go up to the stage. This gentleman, of course, young and he touched my feet. I never met him. I was shocked. And then he wouldn't allow me to touch his feet. Then he hugged me and all that. He started talking as if he knows me for decades, ages. Ages together, he started talking. Very kind words, as usual. Then I realized that is his nature also, humility. The biggest quality in him is the humility with all his wisdom and knowledge and experience. Humility. And then he said, I'm going to do this and that, all that. I was amused. Anyhow, that's how he touched my heart. And thereafter, he had been trying to call me for every program. I was so busy with so many things at that time. If he called me for about 10 programs, I used to go for one. He always treated me with great love and affection and respect. And sometimes when we come here, he was in the guest house to see. So I find all the masters now on this movement, the quality behind is the humility and affection and respect with which people treat. And then, of course, I, I, in fact, I regret I could not fully utilize his affection and time with me because, we got involved in so many things. And he's a great host, an ideal guest also when he comes home also. Couple of times only he had stayed with us. But then much later he used to tell, after years together, he used to remember my wife Kala and then used to talk about her and all that. That sort of gratitude and affection, another quality in him. As a host, he is incomparable. In our house, in Cairo, not, Cairo also. Yeah, he used to go and cook himself in no time. Here we have seen Anandana. Every time he came, he made me sit down. I must cook at least one or two items. And then he used to serve everybody. Not only so-called VIPs or important people, everyone he loved food serving. So many such noble qualities in that person with so much of wisdom and knowledge. And then he told me, how did you spend 10 days in Vipassana? He said, first day I went. Only one day I could not spend more time, but that was enough for me. After only one day of Anapanasati, he perfected the art, simplified it to reach the common man on the street. Anybody could understand. And then, like Satyanarayan Goenkaji, who brought Vipassana back to India from Burma, nobody was interested at that time. He had to go and literally force his relatives and others to learn. Patriji started going from home to home. He said, in Tamil we say, "Non petra inbam peruga vayagam." The joy I got, I must spread it to the whole world. He was so restless. He said, it is not enough for me. I must spread it. With so much of compassion and kindness for humanity, from home to home, village to village, all over Andhra Pradesh. Then, of course, state to state, everywhere. Tirelessly he traveled. Then country to country also. So much of traveling he has done. We used to tell him, at a point of time, he said, you're straining yourself too much and all that. But then he would listen, but then he couldn't resist him. The passion for spreading it and all that created so many hundreds of masters. I don't want to mention any name here particularly. Of course, one person is the uh, the 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 cause of this morning's program, Chandra, Vani. The whole families got involved in these things. All that. Then I remember I had come with him and seen this site. It's a barren land. I so happened to be here. We brought and saw. Even only with a four-wheel drive, you can come to this. There was nothing here, not even a blade of grass actually. Because whatever was there, the people went and cut it and removed it. Only rocks. And then from that, we have seen it's a miracle. Almost 20 years now. 20th year now. 20th year now. Okay, now 20 years. Okay, within the first few years' time, such a big transformation took place because he stayed with Sonalata madam. Then, you see the transformation. I remember all those people who worked so hard at these things. And then there was about 10 years back, there was a contest which is the most prominent or popular center in Bangalore. About 10 years back, it was media. 10 years.
2010.
Yeah. Huh?
2010.
It's about 10. Yeah. Then we were pleasantly surprised to find Pyramid Valley as number one. Even other places were, but by that time, such a short time to make it. It is the power and blessings of Patriji. It made it happen here. And then number of functions. I was there for the foundation of the pyramid in Hyderabad also. It was raining, I remember. It was raining heavily, but he wanted me to be there for the foundation building. We were on the stage, it was raining. some very, very important people, token leaders were on the stage. He started telling, telling about how bad it is to kill animals and all that. He used some very strong words, telling meat eaters or this and that and all that. I told Patriji, he said, you got your VIPs. No, doesn't matter. Even then, even there, if they eat meat, I will call him like that and all that. Such a passion for vegetarianism, not only for fellow beings, but all forms of in the creation. I have not seen anyone with so much of. He had aggression only for vegetarianism. Otherwise, a man of very sattvic person, but he said aggressively promote vegetarianism. I used to tell him, I said, millions of life forms, animals and birds and fish and all that. They must be ever grateful to him because, but for him, they are all being eaten away. And in a state where, all the 3 meals people must have some meat, he could boldly go and promote it, led processions and all that. So many things we can keep talking about Patriji. And it was during the pandemic. Then whenever I came, I was treated with great love and affection and respect by his masters, his disciples, I would say that right from my arrival here and all that. When I come here, a lot of people looked after me, but particularly Chandra and Vani, they were always with me, taking care of, the guest friend of their master. And it was during the pandemic, Chandra called me, sir, we want to start this online meditation because it's not possible for people to go around and people cannot gather and all that. So out of my gratitude to them for looking after me, I said yes. So one morning, I thought it's only one day. We inaugurated it. Few hundred people joined, I think, Chandra. How many people joined? How many people joined when you started it?
So the first one with Pyramid Valley we started.
No, online.
Online with Pyramid Valley initially 100, but first time when you wrote it, then it is about 350.
No, that is later. It would be 100 people or something joined. So I was there till the end. Then I was tempted to stay on. Few days I found out. Then I wrote to few people telling we are not new to meditation. I mean, said with many great spiritual movements. The masters have been very kind to me everywhere, like Patriji. So we used to go there and all that. But I found this was little different, more effective. So I wrote only to few friends, telling, I am in the meditation, something very interesting and all that. So some of them joined. And then little later I came to know it was a free meditation. And he didn't tell me, one of my good friends, Dr. S.V. Barasubramaniam, a prominent industrialist. We are all in spiritual movements also. He sent 10 lakhs of rupees to them. And he didn't tell me, I came to know from Chandra actually. Like that. Then he also said, I find it very interesting. Here, the author of today's book, about which we'll talk about later on, Professor Jagadish also joined on my circular. I'm just telling here, all of them are after that. He joined. Then, of course, Mr. Guy joined. After a few days, then I wrote boldly. He said, can you write to people? Then, for no power or money can make me say something about which I am not convinced. Having been convinced, I have no hesitation to write to people telling, this is good. Please join. I sent it to few thousands of people. So more and more joined. After those people who joined are the co-founders or trustees, what do you call them? SVB and Ramani?
Mentors, sir.
Mentors. They also came. Then they gave big support to him. They found the foundation. Then, of course, Gai Saab came. Jagdish came. So like that, it has gone all over now. And it is spreading like I won't, it's not the word to use wildfire, but the way it is spreading now, because people realized it is true. Many people joined because I wrote. Because they know very well I don't write something about which I am not convinced. So out of that join, and then they continued, their families joined and all that. First I used to go only for meditation. Thereafter, we stayed on to listen to the experiences. Patriji used to say, always say, tell something about your experience and all that, you know. Then I found even people from all walks of life, all ages, all positions, all over, in all parts of the world who joined, they found some benefit or the other. Even that little girl, Vikasini, from America, which place it? Yeah. I found, you know, that girl, child, used to be there before us. I'm not an early riser those days, you know. Sometimes we were there, and she was there with her parents, and after everybody left also, she stayed on. And then she started writing to me also. I encouraged her. And how the teachers used to tell her, when they are in stress, please put us through some meditation. Then now goes 11, 12. It started 9th, now 11, now 11-year-old girl and all that. Then, so we thought, why not we bring out this. Professor Jagdish said, why not we bring out these experiences in the form of a book? But I said, provided they are willing to identify them. Otherwise, they think we are writing some stories. So among them, he has chosen. Their address is there, each one of them, about 40 people have written from different walks of life. Either their address is there or the email address is there, or both of them are there, so that if anybody has any doubt about that, they can check with them. So this beautiful book has been brought out. Now that is what we are releasing. And Guy, you know, Mr. Guy is one of the oldest publications in Delhi. There are how many thousands of books you have released? He, more than 10,000. His father and himself and his family, 10,000 books they have published, and they come forward to, he became a very dedicated meditator and then follower. And Professor Jagdish himself, we should know about him. He is an IIM professor. You know, Indian Institute of Management is one of the premier institutions recognized all over the world. He is a professor of that. And you've been traveling around the world and all that. It is he who chose among those experiences. 40 of them have been chosen and beautifully edited. And after them, all of them are worth seeing. But particularly Lawrence, you know Lawrence very well. Everybody knows. Who knows Patriji, who knows Chandra, they also know Lawrence, you know. Amazing person. Her own experiences. And there's a very nice article by Chandra himself also. So please get hold of this book. How many copies are available today? Few hundred. Okay, but you can, they will get more. They will get more. And then this, like the Buddha CEO magazine, which came out, it, okay, the title of the book, after some time, I know I have the habit of writing newsletters periodically on various subjects. Once in a while, I'll write about the environment, integrated health and all that. So I wanted to write on meditation, and I asked for messages from Sadhguru Jagi Vasudev, Gurudev Sri Ravi Shankar, and many others. So when I wrote to Ravi Shankar ji, I said, I want to write a research paper on meditation is medication. He says, no, meditation is better than medication. So, but I had to find a title. So I said, meditation is miraculous. That went down. Because by then I was convinced it is miraculous. It is not stories or imagination. So meditation is miraculous. And it's about 30, 40 pages, gone all over the world. My newsletters go from my own office, about 15,000 people whom I know personally, and many I know in turn, it's about 100,000 people it goes around the world, all over. Some on integrated health. My good friend in World Bank is there. His article is also here now. He sent to 12,000 people in America to hospitals. And he responded to me telling, they say, yes, this is the way out. Even hospitals, normally corporates, pharma industries will not accept, other systems. But he said people accept this, the future is going to be like this and all that now. So, ladies and gentlemen, I don't want to talk more. I think spoken enough. Please, I think you will have 5,000 copies at least you have to go. Your
Okay, sir.
magazine itself is beautiful.
Yes,
It has
sir.
become
Here.
such a beautifully edited magazine. It's, yes. So Chandra said, it started by inspired by my newsletter. He started, but it's a beautiful collector's item. Each item can be kept. This last edition is about 2,000 copies.
Yes, sir. Those are over. So
But
printing
I'm
again.
telling them,
We print.
it'll go to 10,000 copies. So this book also will go to 10,000 copies because that way people will know this is simplest technology Patiji has given. Simplest technology of getting health of the body, mind, and spirit. You are your own master. You make your own hell or heaven. All that is, you will realize by reading all these articles, it's true, but believe in it. You have to believe in yourself, as Patriji says. You don't have to believe in anything. By all means, you be in your religion, have your worship, go to church, mosque, temple, everything you do it, Gurudwara, and all that, fine. If you like to go, it gives you to do it. There's nothing against it, but now. But ultimately, you have to get peace of mind, health, everything from within yourself, and this is the simplest technology available. Thank you. Namaskaram.
Thank you, Karthikeyan, sir, for everything that you're doing to PSS movement, message, conveying the message of Anapanasati meditation. Friends, it's quite a bit of time. Another 10 minutes, we'll wrap the program. And thank you, Jagdish sir, for being this great force in getting our first edition out. And so then I deeply thank SK Ghai, sir, the Sterling Publishing Chairman. So, sir, your message.
Namaskar ji. Namaskar.
Sterling Publishing published our first book, Patriji Answers, and they committed to bring many more books of Patriji and Buddha Seva Corner Foundation, of course. But any of our books, if there are anything that is Sir is always reading, and if he likes the manuscript, then he's taking it and then committed to printing. So thank you, sir. They published Patriji Answers in Hindi also. Thank you, sir.
I was introduced to this pyramid Buddha Seva Meditation Quantum Foundation by Kartikanji. Through your email, I started doing the 40 days meditation in the morning. And now it has become a habit. Daily, I start my day with the meditation. I may do many activities, but the day starts with meditation. Kartikanji has stated the qualities of Patriji, and I can share with you that I requested Kartikanji that I wanted to organize if a, a talk by Patriji to my late fathers, because we had the program every year or sometime with the passage of time, and we requested Patriji to give a talk on meditation, and he readily agreed. I'm really, I had not met him at that time. I met him when he came to Delhi and at Shastriji's place. And on that day, before a day, we just completed another book on meditation. And in my heart of heart, I was feeling कि if Patriji releases this book, it will be very good. Though he has not read the book, I went to uh, Shastriji's house and they introduced me to, because Patriji knew me on correspondence through programs, but not personally. I met him there. He me so, gave me so much importance that I can't tell you. And he was a humble at heart. When I wanted to touch his feet, he came down and touched mine. What a, and always called Swamiji. So on that day, he was having the program at in Delhi, and I requested him that I will be honored if you release this book at the function. Though he has not read the book, he said, yes, I will do it. And he said, come at around 12 o'clock at the program. I gave him the copy of the book. He started going through the book. And he said, yes, I will do it. And he started making notes also immediately. The, he gave so much importance to a person like me, who was not a very great meditator, but he said, Master, Swamiji, so much that I can't share with you. Then came last year, we published the book, Patriji Answer. And I went to Hyderabad for the release of the book last year on the 14th of November. I think his birthday was on the 11th, but we released that book, and Chandraji picked me from the airport, took me to the place, and brought me back before I get my flight back. Thank you, Chandraji. You are really, I have no words to thank you.
We thank you, sir. We
And-
thank you for everything you're doing.
And this is not the last. Then Patriji was to come to Delhi to release the Hindi edition. But due to, I think, his health or some other program, Madam Ji, Swarna Patriji, she came and she released the book, Patriji Answers in Hindi. And now this is the third book which we have done, and it is a pleasure to be here. I have come to this valley for the first time, but I can share with you that you can't get a better accommodation. What one needs is here. It depends how much we can get it, but it is available. With these words, I don't want to prolong it. Thank you very much. I am blessed by all the meditators, all the masters, and the way I worked with Jagdish ji, sir, with Arvind ji. I must have called him about 50 times during the publication, and Chandra ji. And every time the answer was there. So every book has a story that we published. So this is another story, and this is a new learning experience for me, which I am enjoying it. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you for bearing with us for so many corrections. But what to do? Patriji is training. So we'll have to continue to do it until it perfects. So thank you so much. And my dear friend Sai Krupa Saga, he's been such a great support for us. He's like a brother to us, and we've just been journeying together. His inspiration, always guidance is there. It lifts our spirits all the time in what we want to do. So Saga.
Good morning, friends. Thank you, Patri Madam. Thank you, Karthikeyan sir. Thank you, Gaiji. Thank you, Jagdish sir. Of course, thank you, Chandra, and all my team, Buddha CEO team. So it's been a pleasure. I've been a book lover. I read a lot of books, and Chandra does as well. So seeing Patriji's publications, Patriji's answers in English is always a delight. And many thanks to Guy sir for publishing Patriji's books in mainstream bookstores. So because we are going with a label like Sterling Publishers, it appears in all bookstores and online stores. So I felt very, very happy when initially when me and Chandra used to discuss a dream of having PSSM books and mainstream bookstores. So when I went to Sapna Book House in Bangalore, I happened to see Patriji Answers copy. So I just felt very, very grateful to all the people involved, Buddha CEO Foundation, and of course, Sterling Publishers for placing that copy and having placed that copy in a mainstream place. And in fact, we still dream of having Patriji's books and PSSM books in all bookstores all over the world, in airports and in railway stations. So I'm sure it's on the way. And thank you very much to the entire team and Karthikeyan sir, SVB sir, and Ramani sir for being the chief mentors, guiding us through this journey of reaching corporate, because I come from a corporate world and I've also felt that how come if there is so much of benefit from meditation, why can't all others know? And books like Miracles of Meditation will really help because it's a lot of experiences in there from professionals and people around the world. And I'm really grateful to the entire team for having published this, and it's up to us to take it and share it to the entire world. So these books will be available in this counter here. Right? So in the counter here till the mid morning. So it'll be available at a discount, so you can purchase it and share it with your friends. And later you can also buy it from the Pyramid Valley bookstore. And we'll continue. So the Patriji Answers is also available in the Pyramid Valley bookstore in English, Hindi, Kannada, and Telugu versions. Thank you, and thank you to the team. Thank you.
Thank you, Saga. Sagar and Shivaram Appaji is working on the next Patriji's book. If you have read Tulsi Dal is coming in English, right? So we all, I know how many we cherish the Tulsi Dal book that is there in Telugu to start with, and Hindi it went in. So Shivaram Appaji and Sagar have done the work, and that will be the next one. Patriji Answers too. So one of those, we're working on it, and it'll be there. So thank you, Sagar. And before we take message from Patri Madam, who's been the constant guidance, Rajanji has been the wisdom. After Patriji, if there is somebody who read so many books, that's Rajanji and PSS moment, I suppose. So, yes, Rajanji, your message.
Thank you, Chandra. Thank you, Karthikeyan ji, also, because he has been a brand ambassador for our pyramid movement, I should say. And I should say that the Buddha CEO Foundation itself is a very great innovation, and it's something unique here, you know. And the book, I wanted to say especially about this magazine that you have, the Buddha CEO magazine. It's wonderful. And I should say, I have a weakness for finding out errors in all the books. And because I do the editing, you know, editing part of Spiritual India and Spiritual Science, I used to do those days. So that way I started looking at this first edition of your Buddha CEO. I didn't find a single error. That I should say, it was wonderful. I didn't, and similarly, the later issues are also very good. And the greatness of this Buddha CEO book is Patriji has given something which is not given anywhere else in any other magazine, whether it's Spiritual India or Spiritual Science. It's unique. That's number. So I eagerly look forward to Buddha CEO, this magazine of yours, just as I was looking for Reader's Digest. Those years we used to buy Reader's Digest, and I was a regular subscriber. I used to read every word of those books. So I would rank it on par with Reader's Digest. It's one of the best books, and I hope we'll continue with this and improve day by day. And thanks to Guy sir Their publishing is wonderful. They are also doing a very great job, and we will continue to contribute whatever we can for this Buddha CEO. I also want to make a small announcement here. We are shortly going to build a pyramid in Chennai, in the hub of all computer companies, that is on Old Mahabalipuram Road. It will be a 90 feet by 90 feet pyramid which is coming there. So surely we'll be having a Buddha CEO outlet also there, a branch there, and we'll be able to do so much for all the employees who are working all along. At least about 1 lakh employees are working in that periphery. So we should be able to do a lot through our movement. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you, Rajesh sir. Your compliments mean a lot, and we'll definitely need your articles in the Buddha CEO magazine in the next issue. So with that, dear friends, we'll take Patri Madam's co-founder of PSS Movement. So much if there is a symbol for sacrifice or symbol for acceptance, that is Patri Madam. Patriji's message has always been accept, and inclusiveness. So it's really there. So Madam, for constant encouragement, taking on this time that is passing through within 3 months. And Madam has been traveling at least 10 days a month. Just immediately after July, there's recognizing it's not that easy to do after being with Patriji for more than 50 plus years. But within the next month, then she started traveling and then continuing running the movement, and so beautifully. So Madam, your message.
Thank you, Chandra. It's wonderful moment to release the great book that is experiences of so many masters. And this corporate world, everything wants proof. So this book with addresses and emails they have given, so we can find out whether it is correct or not very easily. But really it's great. In other also, if you see all the masters, they are also very good. They are also having so many experiences. It doesn't mean that everything wants. Science doesn't ends when spirituality starts. So there, science and spirituality goes together also. As per corporate world, science is very much needed for everybody to know what we are doing is correct or not. So they need the proof or acceptance or anything like that. So these books are like real people to understand the real meaning of meditation and experiences. Patriji always used to read books. He is always on roads or books or classes, always working, always working. He never spent time for himself. That when I say that, take rest. No, my work is my rest. When I work, that is my rest. So like that he used to say, and he created this world so beautifully, pyramid world and spiritual world and vegetarian world. So these three are Patriji's contributions to the spiritual people and meditators. Thank you very much.